If you're planning an MSC cruise in 2026, you've probably noticed something interesting. While everyone is talking about giant new ships like the MSC World America and MSC World Europa, there is an older group of MSC ships that keeps attracting thousands of passengers every year. We're talking about the Fantasia Class. These ships aren't new. In fact, the oldest one entered service back in 2008. That's nearly 2 decades ago. So the question is, are MSC Fantasia Class ships still worth booking in 2026? Or have they become outdated compared to MSC's newer megaships? Today, we'll examine the facts, compare what these ships offer today, look at what recent cruisers are saying, and help you decide whether a Fantasia-class cruise is a smart choice or one you should skip. Let's find out. What is the MSC Fantasia Class? Before we answer whether these ships are worth it, let's quickly understand what the Fantasia Class actually is. The Fantasia Class consists of 4 ships: MSC Fantasia, MSC Splendida, MSC Divina, MSC Preziosa. They entered service between 2008 and 2013 and represented a major leap forward for MSC cruises at the time. They were among the largest cruise ships in the world when introduced and became the foundation for many features MSC would later expand on in newer ship classes. These ships remain active in MSC's fleet in 2026 and continue sailing itineraries across Europe, South America, Africa, and other regions. One particularly important fact: the Fantasia class introduced something that has become one of MSC's biggest selling points today: the MSC Yacht Club. MSC Fantasia was the first ship to feature this ship-within-a-ship luxury concept that is now available across many MSC vessels. The first reason they're still popular is the size. Now here's something surprising. These ships may be older, but they are not small. Many first-time cruisers assume that because a ship is older, it must also be significantly smaller. Not in this case. The Fantasia class measures roughly 138,000 to 139,000 gross tons and can carry over 4,000 guests at maximum capacity. That makes them larger than many ships currently sailing for other cruise lines. So when you board one of these vessels, you don't feel like you're stepping onto a small or outdated cruise ship. You still get multiple pools, large theaters, extensive dining venues, shopping areas, sports facilities, spas, entertainment venues. In many ways, the overall cruise experience still feels very modern. The second reason is the design. One thing many reviewers consistently praise is the visual design. Unlike some cruise ships from the early 2000s that now look obviously dated, the Fantasia class was built with a luxurious European style that still feels elegant today. MSC describes the ships as combining comfort with sophisticated design, featuring stone piazzas, upscale lounges, glass accents, and grand public spaces. Cruise passengers frequently mention the marble finishes, impressive atriums, and Swarovski crystal staircases as standout features. One cruise critic reviewer even described MSC Fantasia as one of the cleanest and most visually impressive ships they had ever sailed on. And honestly, when you compare photos of these ships with some newer vessels from competing cruise lines, the Fantasia class still looks remarkably elegant. The third reason is the classic MSC atmosphere. Another reason people continue booking these ships is because they deliver what many passengers consider the classic MSC experience. Newer MSC ships often feel more Americanized due to their focus on the North American market, but Fantasia-class ships still maintain much of the European character MSC became known for. That means international passengers, European dining influences, multilingual announcements, cosmopolitan atmosphere. For some travelers, that's actually a major advantage. They don't want a floating theme park. They want a ship that feels like they're traveling internationally, and the Fantasia class delivers exactly that. Fourth reason is the MSC Yacht Club. If you're considering Yacht Club, the Fantasia class becomes especially interesting. As mentioned earlier, this class pioneered the MSC Yacht Club concept. Today, Yacht Club includes private restaurant, private lounge, exclusive sun deck, butler service, concierge service, premium beverage package, internet package. Depending on the specific ship and itinerary, Yacht Club can offer a luxury cruise experience at a significantly lower cost than many luxury cruise lines. For travelers interested in trying Yacht Club without paying the premium prices often found on newer MSC ships, Fantasia-class vessels can represent excellent value. The fifth reason is the price. Now let's discuss what may be the strongest argument for booking one of these ships: value. Because the Fantasia class isn't the newest generation, fares are often lower than comparable cruises on newer MSC ships, and that creates an interesting situation. You may sacrifice some cutting-edge attractions, but you can often save hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on your cabin category and itinerary. For many travelers, that trade-off is worth it. After all, most passengers spend more time enjoying ports, dining, entertainment, and relaxation than riding water slides. If your priority is getting the best vacation value rather than sailing the newest ship, Fantasia class ships become very attractive. Now let's be fair, these ships absolutely have some disadvantages, and they're important ones. First, you won't find many of the headline attractions available on MSC's newest vessels. For example, no giant promenade like the Meraviglia class, no futuristic world promenade, no cliffhanger attraction, no latest generation technology features, no newest entertainment concepts. If you're specifically looking for the newest and most innovative cruise experience MSC offers, the Fantasia class won't be your best choice. Another area where age becomes noticeable is technology. Newer MSC ships feature more advanced digital experiences through MSC For Me technology and updated connectivity features. While Fantasia class ships have undergone updates over the years, they simply weren't designed around modern digital experiences. That doesn't ruin the vacation, but tech-focused travelers may notice the difference. Cabins, good or outdated? One question many cruisers ask is whether the cabins feel old. The answer is mixed. The cabins remain functional, comfortable, and generally well-maintained. However, they don't always offer the modern layouts, USB charging options, and contemporary styling found on MSC's newest ships. If you've recently sailed on a brand new vessel, you'll likely notice the difference. If not, most travelers will probably find the accommodations perfectly acceptable. In fact, many passengers report that the cabins are spacious and practical, especially compared with some newer ships that prioritize capacity over room size. Which Fantasia class ship is the best? Let's briefly compare the four ships. MSC Fantasia, the original. Historic because it introduced MSC Yacht Club and launched the entire class. It still offers the classic Fantasia experience and remains popular among loyal MSC fans. MSC Splendida, often praised for its elegant atmosphere and wellness facilities. Many cruisers consider it one of the most refined ships in the class. MSC Divina, named in honor of actress Sophia Loren, Divina introduced several enhancements over the first two ships and is frequently considered one of the strongest vessels in the class. MSC Preziosa, the newest Fantasia class ship. It includes additional enhancements and extra staterooms compared with the earliest vessels, making it arguably the most modern member of the class. If you're specifically seeking the most updated Fantasia class experience, many cruisers would probably point you toward MSC Preziosa or MSC Divina. Now the question is, who should book a Fantasia class ship? Let's simplify things. You should strongly consider a Fantasia class ship if you prioritize value, you enjoy classic cruise design, you want MSC Yacht Club at potentially lower prices, you don't need the newest attractions, you enjoy a more traditional cruise experience. These ships continue delivering a full-scale cruise vacation with plenty of dining, entertainment, and relaxation options. On the other hand, you may want a newer MSC ship if you love cutting-edge attractions, you want the latest technology, you enjoy megaship innovations, you prioritize modern entertainment venues, you want the newest cabin designs. In that case, ships like MSC World America, MSC World Europa, or the Meraviglia class may be better choices. So, is the MSC Fantasia class still worth it in 2026? Our answer is yes, absolutely. But with one important condition. You should book these ships for what they are, not for what they're not. They are not the newest ships in the MSC fleet. They don't have every modern attraction. But they remain large, elegant, feature-rich cruise ships that continue delivering strong value for money. And in an era where cruise prices keep rising, getting a premium cruise experience on a proven ship at a lower fare can be a very smart decision. For many travelers, especially those focused on itinerary, atmosphere, and value, the Fantasia class may actually be one of MSC's most underrated options in 2026. So now we'd like to hear from you. Have you ever sailed on MSC Fantasia, MSC Splendida, MSC Divina, or MSC Preziosa? And if you had to choose, would you book a Fantasia class ship in 2026? Or would you spend extra for one of MSC's newer vessels? Let us know in the comments below. I read and reply to all your comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more cruise reviews, rankings, and planning tips. Also, check out our next one, why more cruisers are choosing MSC Cruises. You may be surprised by why so many cruisers have become loyal MSC fans. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Happy cruising!